Project Steve. NASA needs you to study mysterious Aurora-like lights in the sky. Catherine Hynett of Newsweek reports. These are different lights than we're used to seeing. They're not the northern lights. I used to live in Montreal, Canada, and we used to see the northern lights once in a while. It was an awesome sight. It's like a rainbow in the sky, flickering above you noiselessly, but it's just absolutely beautiful. Now, this is a picture by, that's beautiful, look at that. That's just beautiful. Let's go back to this. They're looking for people. There are a lot of amateur astronomers that have wonderful telescopes that do take pictures and videos. This is a footage from NASA. Let's go into this. I'll read it for you. Okay. This is Steve. As you can see, this is it right here. Totally new kind of aurora discovered by citizens in Canada. There you go. It's short for Strong Thermal Emission Velocity Enhancement, Steve. And it goes vertical. You can see, unlike the familiar green auroras that appear horizontally across the sky, Steve is vertical, basically. It appears as a purple, narrow, vertical streak. And this is how it comes in towards the Earth. It travels along different magnetic field lines than the regular aurora. And there you go. It appears closer to the equator. That's just below around Hudson Bay, all around Canada. Steve can last 20 minutes to an hour. And there you see it. It has been sighted in the UK, Canada, northern US, States, and New Zealand. There it goes. Scientists still have a lot to discover about this mysterious phenomenon. Isn't that beautiful? So, if you have an amateur group telescope, you can look for it if you're in that area. In the last few years, citizen scientists have been sharing pictures of this. The dancing purple arc in the sky, as we said, going vertical. And the researchers confirm the arc is a distinct structure largely unstudied so far in scientific literature. NASA wants your help to spot Steve because scientists do not know all that much about it. Mapping the newest dancer in the sky can help scientists better understand auroras and what they could mean for near-Earth space weather. That's another picture of it you can see here. That's the Milky Way, beautiful Milky Way, starlit sky. There's basically no city lights, and you can see it very nicely. And that's Steve right there, arcing down vertically, see? Amazing. Canadian aurora enthusiast Chris Ratzlaff nicknamed the light Steve, referring to a line from 2006 kids movie Over the Hedge. Elizabeth McDonald from NASA Goddard Space Flight Center, Greenbelt, Maryland colleagues used satellite observations of Steve to understand the light shown. They found Steve-charged particles were far hotter than those in the nearby atmosphere. Satellites also reveal a strong flow of ions westward, confirming its aurora-like nature. The results were published in Science Advances. Whether you're an astronaut, scientist, or intrepid sky watcher, you can help scientists learn more about Steve. Just keep a record of it, keep photos and videos. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. This is over Helena Lake Ranch, British Columbia, Canada. In the early evening, Steve was visible for about an hour. You need a book to look. You need to look a little closer to the equator than you would for a regular aurora. Steve likes to hang out about 5 to 10 degrees further south. Steve is not just for Canadians. The ribbon has been spotted from the UK, northern US states like Alaska, and even New Zealand. You can look at look out for the green light in the space, the shape of a picket fence that sometimes accompanies the sub-auroral arc. This green fence is only short-lived, but Steve can linger for about 20 minutes. We saw that before with that green sort of stepping thing next to it. Where's that picture? Here, oh, you see a little bit here. There it is. Isn't that something very strange? Look at that. So if you are an avid astronomer, an amateur astronomer, you can get in touch with Aurora.org. You can report it there. Fascinating, isn't it? This is on Newsweek.